Hudson County View live at Uncut. Here we are again with your favorite host, the guy that'll tell you 2 and 2 makes 3, your favorite cult of personality, John Arhitis. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, today our focus is going to be on the coronavirus, obviously something that has an impact worldwide, and we want to tell you how this is impacting your lives here in Hudson County. So first of all, the local impact of COVID-19, as many medical professionals and media outlets alike are calling it, first made its impact in Hudson on Sunday when a 32-year-old West New York man was revealed by the state to have been the first presumptive positive case in Hudson. Since then, we exclusively reported that he is home and he is expected to return to work as early as Monday. He is a young and healthy patient and is expected to be able to resume activities normally as soon as next week. Of course, that is pending that he tests negative for the virus. Obviously, the CDC, the West New York Health Department, and of course the New Jersey Department of Health would not want to see this spread. But right now, things are looking very positive on that end. Additionally, many of you saw this morning, and thank you for tuning in, that the Jersey City will now actually be implementing a 10 p.m. curfew for bars and restaurants, all liquor licenses. So that is part of a preventative measure to keep large crowds from gathering at one place. You know, obviously those environments not as easy to control. And given the state of New Jersey, here in New Jersey, that is something that the mayor thought was going to be a good idea. He is supposed to be joining us. So hopefully we could get some more information on that. And also, just less than an hour before we went on air, the Hoboken Office of Emergency Management declared a state of emergency of their own. So all city-run activities have been canceled. So all that and a whole lot more as soon as we're back.
You know those times when you need to see the doctor, but you just can't get to the doctor? So where do you go? Go to the App Store, download the Telemed app from RWJ Barnabas Health, and you see the doctor right away. From any mobile device, whenever you want, wherever you are.
Quality care, no appointment necessary. The doctor is online when you download the Telemed app.
Don't you feel better already?
RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
All right, Hudson County View live at Uncut, John Arhitis. So obviously we want to go back to Sunday once again. That 32-year-old from West New York is now doing extremely well, from my sources tell me, exclusive content from Hudson County View, that he's doing extremely well, and it looks like he is someone that mostly commuted and spent most of his social life in New York City, which is good news for those North Hudson residents. It does not look like this will be a potentially large exposure risk for them. Obviously, the West New York Health Department, along with the New Jersey Department of Health, is still monitoring this situation. But at the moment, all things are looking about as positive as they could be, which is good to hear. Obviously, there's a lot of horror stories going around right now, and certainly there's been a fair share of bad news. Obviously, everybody watching is aware that the first death in the state happened this week. That was a 69-year-old man from Little Ferry, Bergen County. So obviously the governor's office, the New Jersey Department of Health, and others in Trenton are doing everything they can to keep that number as low as possible. Obviously it would be great if we could maintain it at 1, but this is certainly, again, this is something with nationwide implications, something that the president just addressed last night. All of you are probably aware about the travel ban that relates to Europe and other provisions that go along with that. But anyway, back on the local level, we want to talk a little bit about what's going on in Jersey City and Hoboken. So at this press conference today at the Jersey City Office of Emergency Management, we saw Mayor Stephen Fulop, we saw Public Safety Director James Shea, Health and Human Services Director Stacey Flanagan, and probably at least 10 others talking to us about precautions being taken. So first of all, as most of you already know, the St. Patrick's Day Parade, planning and zoning board meetings, and pretty much all city-run activities have been canceled. And what we're going to see now is an executive order was just signed maybe an hour or so ago, and all establishments with liquor licenses are going to be forced to close at 10 p.m. That will be enforced, I believe, as early as tonight, but certainly for this weekend. And again, Mayor Fulop said at that press conference, the reason being that due to the nature of the nightclub and bar scene, you never know how many people are going to come in, how many people are going to leave, and basically the they thought this was just the best preventative measure to ensure that there's no outbreak. So at this time, as the mayor noted several times during the presser, there have been no positive presumptive cases in Jersey City. However, there are some potential concerns that I'm going to hold off on mentioning until we see him arrive in the studio. If for the next 10 minutes or so we don't see him, I will tap into some of that information. But meanwhile, let me gravitate for a second just to Hoboken. Like I said a few minutes ago, the Hoboken Office of Emergency Management decided that they were going to declare a state of emergency. And similar to what I was just talking about in Jersey City, they are going to suspend all city-run activities. They're going to do that as of tomorrow. So for parents, that means all your children's recreational activities, of course. That would be anything that involves a field, a basketball court, etc. So that's all canceled. Also, there's not going to be any open gym hours, as you would expect. They're also canceling planning and zoning meetings. And they're also going to, in conjunction with the council president, working with the mayor's office, they're going to decide if they will hold their council meeting on Wednesday. For those of you that aren't aware, the Jersey City Council still met last night and had about a 3.5-hour meeting. It sounded like it was a pretty scarce attendance, maybe about 24 people were there. But nevertheless, the show went on and they took care of city business. So we'll see if Hoboken follows suit on that one. Obviously, it depends all what happens in the coming days. Certainly, this is something that has drawn a cause for concern, again, across the globe. Everyone watching, I'm sure, is more than well informed now. The NBA season has been suspended. There's a lot of different new travel protocols. And another thing from Jersey City is that something that may have been lost in the midst of so many things being announced at once is that all city employees are at least being encouraged, I don't know how much it could be enforced, but at least being encouraged to not travel outside of the state while this contagious disease is still a major concern here, not just in the States, but of course beyond. And of course, there's also monitoring protocols in place by the CDC that are being followed by all our municipal governments. So we're going to keep our eye on all of that, obviously, and we want to make sure that we give you the most up-to-date information. Certainly, if you guys know of anything or if you think there's a suspicious or concerning situation, please reach out to us and let us know. And we will do our due diligence to reach out to the state, reach out to the federal government, the municipal government, so that we could give you a firm yay or nay on what exactly is going on. So with that, we're going to take a quick break. Give us just a second.
Than a state-of-the-art medical facility to make a great hospital. It takes a team of dedicated medical professionals. That's the Jersey City Medical Center, Hudson County's #1 hospital. Medical teams consisting of New Jersey's top doctors, Magnet Award-winning nurses, and accomplished hospital associates, all committed to your good health. That's what you have at the Jersey City Medical Center. Make Hudson County's #1 hospital your first choice. Visit us on the web at barnabashealth.org. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport. Live like...
Hudson County View, live at Uncut, Chad Arhitis. So unfortunately, there is a scheduling conflict. Mayor Fulop won't be able to join us, but thankfully, our studio owner right here at Hudson Media Group, Pat O'Melia, willing to jump in on a moment's notice. Thanks a lot, Pat. Appreciate it.
Happy to be here. As it says, TV Mayor of Jersey City. Scheduling conflict was, he thought it was at City Hall, the interview. So you'll have him next week. What are we talking about?
So, yeah, basically the Google Calendar invite, I guess somebody didn't read it or somebody misread it, whatever, it doesn't matter now. But obviously, Pat, the big thing that everybody's concerned about is coronavirus. And there's two things in Jersey City that I wanted to put out there. So this was a robocall that went out to parents about 12:30 p.m. It says, "Greetings, parents and guardians. This is Gexon Casillas, principal at Dickinson High School. This is to inform you that we received information that students in an internship at a downtown company are working at a business with a possible case of COVID-19. The students have been advised to remain at home at the recommendation of the health department. We are currently working with the Jersey City Health Department to ensure the safety of our students and staff. Please remain calm as we continue to take steps to follow the recommendations, and we'll continue to update you as we receive more information." So obviously, that sounds like something that parents are going to be upset and concerned about. But,
Well, sure. Now, Stacey Flanagan, I think she made reference to this at the press conference. They're waiting for some results to come back.
Correct. So, the Health and Human Services Director said that there were 4 tests performed, 3 came back negative, 1 they're awaiting the result on, and also the health officer, Dr. Bastola, said that there's about 50 people on self-quarantine right now, or at least there have been 50 people on self-quarantine up to this point. So, the likelihood of a positive case, presumptive case in Jersey City appears to be more and more likely as the days go on, which would probably explain why there's all these precautionary measures.
Well, I want to emphasize, there's 1 case in Hudson County.
Yes.
There's a handful statewide. Now, as we were talking before you went on the air, you remember 2009 swine flu? That claimed 4,000 people or so. Yeah, this is going to be nothing like the swine flu. I think there's a huge overreaction to it. But I believe what Mayor Fulop and a lot of the mayors are doing is an overabundance of caution. And I think that's what we're seeing here. But you have to emphasize, there's 1 person in all of Hudson County at 700,000 plus residents, 1 person. So that's pump the brakes a little bit, in my opinion. I'm not a medical professional. I could put a white jacket on and play one on TV, but I'm not. But I think we're really overreacting to this. But the mayor, he's taking every precaution possible, zoning meetings, planning board meetings. I didn't see the council ones canceled
No, the
yet.
council still happened last night.
Well, you can expose those guys. I doubt if there'll be anybody in the council chambers. But he's taking every possible precaution. And now he's closing the bars at 10 in the lounges, so I don't know what else he could do.
Yeah, and you saw that graphic up on the screen for a moment, and I just wanted to note that was from Jersey City Board of Education Vice President Gina Vertabello, and she was responding to some of this concern about what I just read could be pertaining to a potential outbreak at Ferris, and she's saying that, the Board of Education in conjunction with the health department has not found any positive tests yet, so everyone remain calm as everyone goes through the proper protocols and procedures. So, and again, Pat, as you said, and I said, Mayor Fulop, as of this morning, as of about 10:30 a.m., which was not that long ago, of course, there's still no positive presumptive cases in Jersey City or anywhere else in Hudson County.
No, it's an overabundance of caution that's being practiced here. And I guess it's the right thing to do. The president addressed this last night. He stopped a lot of air travel. One of the wisest things the president did was he stopped the air travel from China a while ago, so that probably kept us in a lot better shape than where you are in Italy, where there's a huge problem in Italy with the coronavirus. When the president stopped China, now he's restricting air travel from Europe. I think everybody's doing everything they can. I don't know what else you want. What else you can do? I know the hospitals are on the ready. There's available beds. They're just waiting for sick people, and hopefully we don't have any.
Do you know how many beds have been allocated at the CarePoint or the Jersey City Medical Center facilities?
Is CarePoint still in the bed business? I know the Jersey City Medical Center is ready for anything that happens. And there's, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's something like 500 beds in the med center, so I'm sure they'll accommodate anybody who comes in. So I didn't even ask with the emergency rooms. I'm sure they're kind of busy with people worried about testing. But yeah, you got to emphasize, not 1 case in Jersey City, only one case in the entire county of Hudson.
Correct.
So that's it. And there's only been one death in New Jersey, and that was a 69-year-old individual that had numerous health issues. He had 2 cardiac arrests, and he now passed on, rest his soul. But there's really no indication that coronavirus is the reason. He had a lot of health issues.
Yes, I believe he had at least 3 or 4 underlying conditions. So yeah, certainly something you got to consider. Obviously, we want everyone to be informed, and we don't want anybody to jump to any conclusions, which is why we're doing our best, as always, to keep you up to speed on what's happening. So of course, we have more on this, but I think now is a good time to take another commercial break. We'll be right back.
The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer a Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792.
Hudson County View, live at Uncut. John Arhitis, joined with Hudson Media Group owner Pat O'Melia. So Pat, again, thanks for jumping in on a moment's notice here.
There's a big coronavirus in between us. There's the germ right there. That's actually what they say it looks like, too. During the break, the NHL has canceled its season, or suspended it. Major League Baseball is going to suspend and delay their season. I thought I read that the NCAA had suspended the tournaments. I might be wrong on that. The NBA has canceled, suspended their season for now. I think everybody's taking about as much caution and precaution as they can.
It sounds like everybody is certainly, taking this seriously and, hoping for the best and hoping this blows over sooner than later. Now, another thing, Pat, that we wanted to talk about today was, again, no positive presumptive cases since Sunday, just 1 overall. But there was a email that went out from Goldman Sachs. As you know, they have a facility at 30 Hudson Street. And the long story short, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it says, today we learned that an Optum employee is suspected to have contracted COVID-19. Optum operates the firm's fitness centers. This individual was in the 30 Hudson Street Fitness Center between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. on Thursday, March 5th and Friday, March 6th, and became ill on Saturday, March 7th. Since Friday, March 6th, the individual has not been in 30 Hudson Street and remains in self-isolation as they seek treatment. So, again, for the upteenth time, no positive presumptive cases yet, but there are 2 people that work in Jersey City, appear to not live here, that are getting tested, that we know of.
Hey, it might be from New York. It could be in different cities. Look at Rochelle, New York. That's like, a whole cluster there. Obviously some store or some sort of vendor somewhere in Rochelle was affected, and these people, there's got to be some commonality between all those people there. But outside of the cluster in Rochelle, kind of hit and miss. You got one here, you got a couple there, you got a couple in Bergen County. Is it a pandemic or an epidemic? I don't think so. And I don't think it will really go anywhere because everybody's taking all these precautions. But the sad thing is a lot of people are going to get hurt because of these precautions. People will be laid off, jobs will be lost, and salaries will be lost until, we feel safe.
Well, look, there's a lot of unfortunate and unintended consequences. I'm sure a lot of bar and nightclub owners in Jersey City are not thrilled right now. I'm sure this is going to do a tremendous hit on their business, but, it's just something you couldn't see coming.
Well, you take the NBA. The players are going to get paid, but, the people that work the concessionaires, the people that take the tickets, they're all on layoff.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of, again, unintended consequences. A lot of people are going to feel this in ways that they could have never expected just as recently as, what, a month ago?
A month ago, we were just, kidding around about this being Corona. Well, I don't drink Corona, I'm okay. But what's interesting with Jersey City, with Mayor Fulop, how active and aggressive he is with the precaution, I don't see that in the other municipalities. I know Mayor Sacco is about to tape a PSA here, but I don't know what the other municipalities are doing. I heard nothing from Brian Stack in Union City or Davis. I don't hear any of their press conferences or press releases, and you may have more privy to that than I.
Yeah, so I mean, as far as that, I mean, it sounds like basically it's a good topic to bring up. I mean, basically every school district looks like they're going to be switching over to the online learning system in the next couple weeks. I know that Bayonne has already made that announcement, their public schools. But yeah, as far as what the municipal governments are doing, we're still eagerly and anxiously awaiting for the most part. It doesn't seem like we're hearing a lot outside of Jersey City and Hoboken on that front for the...
What has Hoboken done? I haven't heard anything outside of that. I think they're getting a new health carrier.
So the Hoboken OEM, about an hour before we went on air, Pat, announced that they're declaring a state of emergency and essentially canceling all non-essential activities.
All right. So they're following Fulop's lead.
It would appear so.
Fulop canceled the St. Patrick's Day Parade. The after party, which caused a lot of problems, the after party in the Lowe's was canceled. He's doing everything right, but you start to wonder if we're doing too much. But somebody's looking at the show right now saying you can't possibly do too much. You got to take every precaution as possible.
Right. So now in Hoboken, all non-essential activities suspended from tomorrow, March 13th, until otherwise noted. And in Jersey City, it's tentatively through March 20th. So, I mean, look, as you already said, obviously we're not healthcare experts, but when do you think people could start to literally breathe a little easier and say, okay, like it's time to go back to the way things were before we heard about all this stuff coming out of...
Not a medical professional, but take precautions. Do the smart thing. Wash your hands. They're saying, like, sing happy birthday when you're doing it. If you take a bus or a train to work, I wouldn't be so concerned about the mask. I'd be concerned about gloves. I'd get the disposable gloves because, as I understand it, the coronavirus can survive for days on a hard surface. I don't know, a soft surface, the skin, I suppose. No. And also, it won't survive when the weather turns warm. So we're probably looking at 2 weeks, and then hopefully it will pass by. But that's my understanding. So don't wash your hands, don't touch your eyes, don't touch your face. Why that I don't understand, but these are medical professionals. If you can, get the disposable gloves, wear them, especially if you're on the light rail, the bus, the train. Just be smart. If you're going into a public bathroom, it wouldn't hurt to have a paper towel or a napkin to touch the doorknob, that sort of thing. Just use good hygiene. That's it.
Very good,
Be
Pat.
careful.
No, I appreciate your input. It was great to have a dialogue with you. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We're going to take one more quick break, and then...
I'm out.
Yes.
I'm out. I see you.
Pinto Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office space and an address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment. Adjacent to all modes of transportation. On-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. 201-521-9000 or visit on the web at panapintoproperties.com. Panapinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Rama Jewelers, located in the Lyndhurst Shopping Center at 413 Valley Brook Avenue, Lyndhurst. Come for all your jeweler needs at Rama Jewelers, where you will find a fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Choose from one of our complete sets, our many signature items, or find the perfect engagement ring. Come on down. That's Rama Jewelers at 413 Valley Brook Ave, Lyndhurst. Call 201-939-5784 or visit us online today.
That's it. Hudson County View, live at Uncut, John R. Highness. So we do want to just tell you about one story that has nothing to do with coronavirus at all, just a little politics and policy for you. Obviously, that's our bread and butter, so I did want to get at least one mention in about something else. So as you guys know, the city of Hoboken is in their budget season, and it looks like a multi-million-dollar shortfall. Obviously, we reported on this a number of times, and for the first time this week, we were, since this has all been announced, we were able to get Mayor Ravi Bala on camera, and essentially, the council last week, as you guys know, approved a resolution that would encourage the administration to switch to NJ Direct 10, a statewide plan that they say is used by 91% of the municipalities in New Jersey. Mayor Ravi Bala says he's come up to an alternative plan that would keep their third-party vendor Fairview Insurance involved. So we're going to give you his take on that, and then we're going to call it a week. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I'll see you next week.
An absolute worst case scenario, so we're identifying every possible means to reduce or possibly eliminate the potential for layoffs. So that's going to involve shared sacrifice. It's going to involve some negotiation on healthcare plans. It's going to involve some sacrifice from taxpayers with respect to the tax levy. But if everyone can come to the table and contribute a little bit, we do have the potential to avoid the necessity for layoffs.
So as you know, the council passed a measure talking about switching to a statewide healthcare plan. So is that something the administration's reviewed, and do you think that's something that could be viable?
We've actually been able to identify something even more beneficial, which is a switch to the functional equivalent of the statewide health benefits plan. The two benefits to that is, number one, we can effectuate the equivalent of a state benefits plan immediately without waiting for 5 months for the state to approve Hoboken employees into that plan. And number two, that can realize a cost savings of up to $5 or $6 million this year. And if we can do that, and if the bargaining units can come to the table and agree to the functional equivalent of a state's benefits plan, it could potentially eliminate or substantially reduce the need for layoffs.
So if not NJ Direct 10, what would the plan potentially be?
Call it NJ Direct 11. It's literally the functioning equivalent of the state benefits plan. The only difference is that we can come into it now and we can realize millions of dollars in savings, which would lessen the number of potential layoffs.
All right, and anything else, any color you'd like to add just regarding the budget as a whole?
No, nothing is more important to me than our city employees and the taxpayers that I was sworn to represent. So we want to engage in meaningful conversations. Everyone, including myself, is going to have to sacrifice in multiple ways, but there is a path forward. We're engaging in active negotiations as of this morning on a day-to-day basis, and we expect to hopefully reach an agreement in the coming weeks.